This is Inside Colorado Wrestling, Tom Blair, speaking with head coach from Pueblo County, Coach Ed Soto. Thank you for taking your time on summer break to sit down with me and do an interview and talking about wrestling at your school and wrestling in Colorado.
Okay, thanks for having me.
So last year you had a pretty good season. You finished in second or third?
Second place.
Second place, behind Pueblo East, another Pueblo team that's knocking on the doors, and they won their first state championship. You won the state title 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2016, 2017.
Okay. I know in 2018 season, everybody fell short of Windsor by a half point.
Yeah.
It was a close battle there. So let's talk about your success last season. Why don't you go ahead and talk about your team?
Team is a really interesting team last year. A lot of them rose to the occasion when we wanted them to. We had a couple, a few ups and downs with injuries and eligibility and stuff that really hurt us. Really hurt us big time. We didn't have, anybody to fill in those holes, but a lot of the rest of the team stepped up. We qualified 10 to the state for the state tournament, and we placed 9 of them. We graduated 4 of them, and we returned the rest of them. Last year it was, we started off, because of the dates and the way it shifted and stuff. Our first tournament was a Pueblo East tournament. That was kind of a wake up for us. But then the following week went to the Northern Colorado Christmas tournament, and we won that. And it was kind of those, as the tournament went on, they said, they gave the team results, and we were kind of like, wow, we're up there. And next, we end up winning it. Following week, we go to the Reno tournament and did really well there, finishing 3rd with Pomona at that big of a tournament. And then Colorado is just so tough, and every week it's a battle, and you have to have your full squad out there in the state of Colorado to win these tournaments, because when you don't, you get those other teams that just they're able to get up there and get you. So but in the end, it was, I look back at it, other than the injuries and, eligibility and stuff, I was really proud of the kids. When you qualify 10 and you placed 9 of them, it really showed showed a lot about that team last year.
So finishing second, how many points were you behind?
I believe it was 15 or 16. 15 or 16.
So if you had more of your lineup, or filled more of your lineup, you think that would have made a difference?
Obviously, we had one quality kid that right there would have been nice to have, but he went down with injury, and then it would have been a lot of factors, but one more placer, gets the job done.
Could have made the difference there.
Yeah, and then especially the year before too, by 1.5 points, we had a kid, and it was get disqualified, and in the backside, and that hurt. That really hurt.
That took away all your points for that kid.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't in the placing rounds yet, but he hit a move, and he hit a move. The ref thought he was intentional, and called a penalty. The kid didn't continue, and since it was the consolation side, he was done. So it was kind of iffy on the move. It was a bad break.
Right. What do you foresee for your team this upcoming season?
I'm really looking forward to it. We have a pretty good open room. We started school this last week, and on second day of school, we had a pretty good room, just open room. The kids were like, hey, when's practice? And so it's like one of those ones where you just can't take a week off because the kids want to wrestle. So having some of the kids in there, like I said, placed 9 last year. We returned 5 of them. And then we have some other ones knocking on the door, getting on that podium. I think they're going to be able to do it. We had a lot of youngsters, sophomore heavy class, and I think with them being juniors now, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think this is going to be a pretty good team that's going to open some eyes.
Who are your 5 placers that are coming back?
I got Eric Rego. He'll be 13s. Jackson Garut, returning state champion, and Richie Palomar. Bryce Garcia took third last year as a freshman. Gavin House took third as a sophomore last year at 220s. I think that's seven.
Okay. All right. I know it's early in the season. Actually, the season had started. The school just started. What do you foresee your numbers coming out?
Yeah, we're usually around the 30s. Usually around the 30s. 30s. I kind of have a feeling we'll be a little bit above that. But with the size of our room and the size of our school and stuff, that's really usually a good number. The thing about county is, as years pass, we don't get much that quit. It's, if we start off at 30, we'll finish around 28, 27. And
so the retention rate is pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's been rumors or talk in the town that they were going to be closing down Pueblo East school because of the school needs remodeling and I guess needs kitten gloves. Would that affect, I'm assuming that's not going to affect this year, or is it going to affect at any time?
I would assume, we're kind of close to the east side and all that stuff. Obviously, if that did happen and the district went to a 2 high school, I think that would, obviously those would be 2 big high schools. So do they still stay 4A? Do they move up 5A? I know our enrollment has increased, tremendously. I think they said we're at like 11 or a little over 1,100. I haven't heard the final count, but our freshman class is really big. So, and we're a school that just, I want to say 5-6 years ago, we were only at 600 and something, about high 600. So every year we increase 100 kids. So
most of the parents coming in and the kids are considered blue collar workers.
Yeah, it varies. It varies. We're in the agricultural area and stuff. A lot of farms and stuff. But yeah, that's just, it kind of shows the history of Pueblo. Those still city towns, tough kids. Really tough in sports.
Okay. Out of the 5 returning, who do you think is going to be stepping up as a leader for the team?
Obviously, Jackson Garut. He'd be the guy. He's that kid that's always in there. He's always in there, always practicing his skill, his technique, always willing to help other kids and stuff, especially with this. The kid's an offensive machine. And so, other kids able to sit and watch and get some pointers. He's a good finisher as well. Those are some of the key. His positioning, his stance, positioning stuff is ideal for the rest of the team. They'll when the younger ones and stuff are watching that, they want to mimic that, and we push that. Bryce Garcia, he's one of those ones that loves to wrestle. He in there all summer long. And he was the freshman last year. So he helps motivate the younger classmen. Eric Rago, same thing. He's a junior now, but he's that one that's always in there all year round. Richie Palomar, another one, a kid that just loves to wrestle. He had shoulder surgery, and he was still in there, just doing stance and motioning, just all through the summer. He couldn't do anything, 6-month recovery and stuff, but he's, every time I send out that message, hey, open room, he's in there. Even though he can't wrestle, but he's in there doing
he's helping stuff. He's helping out the other kids.
Yep, helping out the other kids and stuff. So this 5 right here, it's a good solid 5. I'm looking forward to them and seeing how the rest of the team could feed off of them.
Okay. Any of the incoming freshmen, are they going to be cracking the lineup right off the bat?
Yes, they are. Yeah, we got pretty decent incoming group. Yeah, love the wrestle.
So not to give any of your secrets away,
No, they love the wrestle. They're always in there. I got, obviously one's going to be in there. Another one's possibly going to be in there. I got they'll be breaking the lineup. They'll be cracking it in there, and they're type of kids that they love the wrestle, and that will carry on through the season.
How's your coaching staff look? Any changes?
I think we'll be bringing in a few more to help out and stuff with the kids. I gotta get some bigger guys, man. we're with Gavin and Bryce and some of those big boys, man. They're getting tough. They're getting tough to practice with.
Oh, so you think you need a guy like me to move down the area?
Yeah, go some rounds with those big boys. Yeah, they're. But there's gonna be some. Obviously, you know, we got the ones from staff coming in from last year. Great staff. You know, the thing about them is they love wrestling too.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time, and I appreciate you coming over to the school over here and let me interview you. This is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.